Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Late Tonight Show today. On today's show, we've got all the Day 2 action. Musical guest Cowboy Kenneth James performing his classic Star Spangled Banner, and special guest BJ Nemeth. And now your host, Jessica Welman. Hey guys, how's it going? Got a great show here today at Biloxi in the Beau Rivage. We're going to recap the Day 2 action. Cowboy Kenneth James singing the Star Spangled Banner. What's not to love about that? And of course, special guest BJ Nemeth. So let's get going. Hey, great seeing you. Thanks for being on the show.
Whoa. Special guest? I was supposed to, inherit this show. You were retiring. I was getting this time slot.
I don't think you read your contract very clearly. In the year 2016, you're getting this show, but it's not going to be this show. It's going to come on 90 minutes after this show, and we're going to put a new show with me on in this time slot.
Wait, your show isn't even 90 minutes long. What the hell's going to be between this and me?
Poker After Dark.
This sucks.
Yeah, you should just read your contract a little better next time. Sorry. We also should have read the chip counts a little better, because when it came time to settle up, we were blown out of the water by the bookie, who set the line for end of Day 2 chip leader at
312,000.
312,000. We both took the over rather heartily.
Easily, and we were way off.
Way off. So,
chip leader has just under 230,000. The high point for anybody in the day was Lee Markle with 269.
No,
Nobody
he
even
got up to
close.
290 at one point.
Oh, did he?
He did. We had a little bit of a sweat, and then he kind of fell back off. All right, we screwed up that over-under, but special guest, why don't you grab this iPad and we'll get ready for today's.
Oh, this is what the special guest gets to do?
You get an iPad, a chair, a cup with a logo.
I get an iPad that I bought. Okay, let's do it this way. The Late Night Tonight Show today.
You're veering off my outline.
Yeah, whatever. With Jess and BJ. See, I don't even get to. This just.
We always do it this way.
Whatever.
All right, over-under for today. We still have the two Southern Poker champions in the field, both Hoyt Corkins and Alan Carter in above average. Hoyt's got about 170, Alan's got 130.
Average is about 100.
So, what is the highest finishing position of one of these two guys in this event?
The bookie set the line at 22.5. The money bubble is at 27, so they're going to have to hit the money bubble and survive the initial round of bust outs. I think one of them is going to do it. My eyes are on Hoyt. I think he's going to reach the top 20.
Well,
this means further in the tournament. Higher means further in the tournament.
Yeah, 2019.
Yes.
Well, special guest, I'm right there with you on this one, and I'm going to say over, even though if you look at the hand history, you'll see late in Day 2, Alan Carter played a huge pot with Jordan Smith and another player with just a flush draw. He showed that he's willing to gamble in these spots to get a big stack, but if it works out for him, then we pretty much got this thing on lockdown.
Here's hoping, because the bookie's going to want to start collecting someday.
All right, well, it wouldn't be. You guys really are an easy audience,
Players
aren't you?
starting to come in the room. Go ahead.
It wouldn't be a Late Tonight Show today if we didn't have some sort of top 5 list. So,
yeah, because we're only half as good. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, and half as short, the top 5 chip counts headed into Day 3 of play. Number 5, we have Vitor Coelho with 209,000. Number 4, Lee Markle with 210,000.
This isn't a very funny top 5. Go ahead.
I'm trying to provide content.
All right, go ahead.
You're never going to get back. I'm going to blacklist you.
What do I care? I'm airing at 2:45 in the morning.
Ryan Hughes, number 3 with 211,000. Jordan Smith, number 2 with 217,000. And chip leader, Kevin Elias with 230,000. Let's hope he doesn't pull a Jay Cutler and actually makes it through the rest of this Day 3.
Worst top 5 list ever.
Listen, you're
Just
a
saying.
guest. Stop being so rude.
I just want to know why this show is bumping me 90 minutes. Go ahead.
So we had a lot of people have a bit of a roller coaster day today, and namely 2 people that kind of come to mind. You spent a lot of time yesterday tracking Ben Clear, right?
Ben Clear started the day with 5,300 in chips.
3rd from the bottom.
Yeah, started real short, but in that first level, he caught a bunch of hands, steadily rose up, and he was battling for the chip lead most of the day until the final level. And then he got crippled in a big hand against Rusty Moorer. Flopped 2 pair, and then Moore caught up with 2 pair on the turn, knocked him down to about 6,500. And as somebody pointed out, hey, at least it's more than you started with. So he ended about where he started. He's like 6 from the bottom at the end of the day, but still alive.
And he still has like 5 or 6 times what he started yesterday with.
Yeah, but just one of those surreal days where he spent most of the day among the top of the chip counts, feeling good. But at the start of the day, he was down, and at the end of the day, it was down. Kind of a weird day for him.
Kind of a weird day for Joseph Chung. He started the day top 10 in chips with almost 100,000. And seemed to be doing all right at his table until his aces were cracked in a big hand, and that took him down to about 50. Then he lost the other 50 less than an orbit later in another hand where he ran into someone had the nut straight when it's not quite clear what he had, but someone had tipped me off that he might have had a set of aces in that hand, which meant aces cracked twice in an orbit to go from top 10 to out in the first level of play.
Yeah, it was, second level, beginning of the second level.
Very
of play.
early in the second
From
level.
10 minutes, he went from among the chip leaders to out. So keep that in mind whenever people are like, man, I wish I've seen aces. I wish I could pick up some aces.
Exactly.
Not always.
All right, is Ben Clear your story of the day?
Yeah, I think because he survived. If he busted, then he's not quite as relevant, but he's still alive, and who knows, maybe he can do the same comeback trick again today. I'm going with Ben Clear.
That would definitely be an impressive one. We've got a couple people with short stacks that seem capable of rallying, Jason Mercier or Nick Schulman. My story of the day has to be Hoyt and Allen, just because we're always hoping for someone to win the same stop twice. And
No player's ever done it in WPT history.
And we've got the 2 guys that have ever won this tournament as a WPT, both still in the field, both with good chips, and both just good Southern characters for this good Southern tournament.
White Corkins, Alan Carter. Definitely great to see either one at the final table.
All right. Guys, we seem to be running out of time, so before we go to commercial, got our question of the day. BJ, favorite late night personality?
Not host, personality.
You can pick anybody.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go first.
Aw, thank you, special guest. My favorite is Paul Schaefer on David Letterman.
Paul?
I have a thing for bald guys, not you.
Whatever.
You?
No, I don't have a thing for bald guys. I'm going to go with Conan, hands down. Because I have a thing for redheads, but not you. And actually not Conan either, but that's neither here nor there. No, Conan's the nuts. Conan deserved the Tonight Show. Jay Leno screwed him. Team Coco, whatever the hell that means. I see it on Twitter sometimes. Conan's the talk show with the most.
And on that note, thanks for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having you. Big thanks to Kenna James, special guest BJ Nemeth, and the Pro Ravage for hosting us. Have a good night.
And tune in 90 minutes from now for my show, because it won't be around long.
It won't be on until 2016 either, so you're going to have to wait a few years.
I'm just going to a different network.
What, you think Sci-Fi is going to treat you any better than I do?
Yes, I do.
Listen, you can go on after Battlestar Galactica reruns. We're here in the
I gotta
big
do
time. We
Sci-Fi
have a gold
Network.
curtain.
Sci-Fi needs a late night show.
Yeah. Nerd Talk with BJ Nemeth.